Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In today's video, I am going to go over 3 rituals that I think would be beneficial for beginners. Like before you get into dive, like if you haven't, done magic before and you're kind of thinking about it, this level of magic or this type of magic, let me watch that. I think, now I'm just making a lot of assumptions, but the reason I like this magic first is because I feel that it's grounding. And again, you'll hear me talk over and over again about the importance of knowing who you are, what you want, feeling good about yourself. Because when you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to manifest what it is you're looking for. So this is the Words of Power. In my opinion, this is a book I feel anybody who is into any type of magic, period, should have this book. It's The Words of Power by Damon. Secret Magical Sounds that Manifest Your Desires. This was actually my very first book that I bought from the Gallery of Magic, and I feel like it's one of my go-tos. It's just, and you feel the results right away. Like, it's just amazing. So the first ritual, this is not in any particular order, but I'm going to give you the 3 rituals that I think a beginner to a magic of this type, working with divine beings or angelic beings, should work with. And also, I forgot to talk about this. I was kind of like thumbing through the book because I've been doing it for years now. People ask, is the magic safe? And, I have found their magic to be safe. I have had some, spirits. I've had some incidents. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it was a mistake that I made. And now when I look back on it, it probably wasn't even a mistake. I just probably wasn't ready for what I was asking for. I'll talk about that in another video. But basically, it says people often ask if the magic is safe. In certain conditions, magic can be dangerous, but this magic has been designed with safety in mind. You are calling on divine powers to work through angelic beings to align your reality with your true will. And this is the key word here, with your true will. And to me, when I think of my true will, I feel like the angelic spirits, or whatever beings you're working with, y'all. I have a spiritual team. I have guardian angels. I have, spirit, my higher self, and I have spirit guides. I have beings who have followed me through millions of lifetimes, who are looking out for my best interest. And sometimes when I don't get what I want, I always feel in my heart that it's because they were looking out for me. That comes with wisdom over time. You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, it's like, no, I want this. And I have gotten some things that I wished I had understood that it was not in my best interest, but that's another story. So when magic starts to work for people, they sometimes worry that they have an unfair advantage in the world, or that there may be a backlash and that they'll be punished with bad luck. This is not the case. You would have an advantage, but there are no negative side effects. Now, the 3 rituals that I'm going to suggest to you, this is really just about you. And I guess you're thinking to yourself, well, what do I need magic for when I just have myself? Well, this is how I look at it. Whenever I use magic, it really, I don't know how to explain this, but the way I'm going to explain it, which, it's like we are all light beings. We are energetic beings, right? And we are encased inside of a physical body that I like to call an earth suit. The way I like to think of the angelic divine beings or spirits helping is they give your inner light a boost. You know how you like when the battery or something, somebody come and give you a boost because they're giving you some of their energy, so that your car can run again, so your battery can actually get some juice. That's the way I think of it. So what they're doing is connecting their energy batteries to the inner light inside of us. And I think that as humans, um, you know, we are encased, or we have this heavy earth suit, right? And I think with the earth suit, we can be out of alignment with what we want sometimes, or we don't have the ability to manifest it by ourselves, because what I'm finding a lot of times, you might live with people who don't believe in what you're doing, or people who just say, look, I just want to get a paycheck, and you want something more. So you're in an environment where it's hard for your physical body and your mind to really reach beyond the physical world that you're living in, or to transform the reality that you have, because there's so many factors that keep this reality in place. Like if you're raised a certain way, and then all the people in your neighborhood, and all of your family members, and you're surrounded by a certain reality, and you want to break outside of that bubble because you really want to be an actor, or you really want to do something that they don't think is possible. So sometimes you need a boost. You need a spiritual boost. You need an energetic boost to help you, to help your spirit soar beyond where you are currently located, either psychologically or physically, or both. So that's how I like to look at it. Now, they haven't, said this in the book, so this is just, me, the way I interpret it, is that the divine angelic beings are giving me a spiritual boost of their energy to connect to my energy field, to my light body, so that I can, so that I'm able to get a boost beyond my physical environment and my physical body and my psychological, way of seeing the world that I'm stuck in. Because sometimes we're just so stuck because of the density. Okay. So the first ritual, sorry, I'm talking so much, that I think that is really important to a beginner, and this is my favorite, and I like to give myself this boost at least once a week, especially when I'm, maybe if I'm teaching in the classroom, or if I'm meeting new people for the first time. And this ritual is become the most lovable version of yourself. Oh my God, I love it so much. I don't know if I can, anyway. Maybe I'll just, because I'm always concerned about copyright, so I don't want to show the sigil. So become the most lovable version of yourself. How could anybody not want to do this? Like, isn't this just like, so basically, despite the description, it doesn't mean that magic would turn you into a cuddly, lovable teddy bear person. This magic is aimed at making you seem supreme to others, so that they are drawn to you, darling. The magic can be used in two ways. In the first, you focus on making the magic work to let your true beauty shine through. I mean, like, isn't that like awesome? Your true beauty shining through. I mean, who wouldn't want that? This lets people see your soul and desire you for who you are, or desire to work with you because they sense your talents. And then the second way is to use this is to actually request changes in yourself. So if this is like, for example, if you think you're too lazy, or you want to be motivated, or you want to work out more, or whatever, you can actually focus on a particular characteristic. So I think this will be a really good one, because you really want to, like, I would say, just be, in alignment with your true self. You know what I mean? Before you start trying to, I'm not telling people what to do. I hate it when I get bossy. I'm working on that. So, and the other ritual that I think is really important for a beginner is feel more self-respect. When people contact me, this is for Damon Brand saying this, asking him for help with their magic, he said, I often find that many people don't like themselves. They are trying to do magic to improve their life. Oh, child. I get so emotional. Sorry. And you see why I love this. Guys, do you see why I love the Gallery of Magic? Okay. It says that I often find that many people don't like themselves. They are trying to do magic to improve their life, but have a low opinion of themselves. This means that even the magic works. Even if the magic works, they will remain unhappy. Self-respect has many benefits. It makes you happier, more attractive, and more useful. It helps with confidence, and it makes your interactions with others easier. I always start with this one. I mean, there's probably things you feel shame about that you don't even remember, child. But I always start with the Feel More Self-Respect, page 66. I think I'm going to list them in the description box. That got me emotional because I am really learning that if you don't really love yourself and you don't see yourself as deserving something that matters, that's meaningful, that's rich, if you're with somebody who don't value you, you are going to have a hard time manifesting other things in your life because, again, you get what you think you really deserve. You know what I'm saying? So that's the second one. And that's on page 66. And I guess when you get the book. And then the other is on page 65. And then the other... and the last one is let go of guilt and shame. Yep, let go of guilt and shame. I think these three to me are the most important for anybody. And like, even after you've been doing it for a while, I would give myself like a little touch up because we get a little banged up out here in this world, child. He said earlier chapters that we're talking about Damon Brand. He says, I spoke of self-respect and how many people are too harsh on themselves. In the same way, I find that many people are held back by shame and guilt. When you hold on to these feelings, they can prevent you from moving forward in your life, and they can even hijack your magical efforts. When you feel guilt or shame about a particular area of your life, use this magic. Okay. I always get emotional because I feel like when people think of magic, I think they think of like abracadabra. Ooh, let me get the genie. I don't know if you watch I Dream of Genie, and you ask, well, I need a new car, give me more money, make me, no. That's not what this is about, baby. This is about being your highest and best self, living your best life. And I think that some of us, we have more things to work through than others. You know what I mean? Like, we've been through more. Like, maybe we've been deeply hurt in our life. You know what I'm saying? And you think that having $10 million is going to, make you feel better when you've been just completely, truly devastated or hurt by someone or something. So, anyway, these three rituals, I think, if you're new to magic, darling, and you're saying like, well, what can I do just to get started? Like, I don't want to get too deep into nothing and get myself all tore down. Right? So I'm going to just say them again. And you'll find there's some really good stuff in here that I'll go over another time. Is you want to do the one on, let me see. Why didn't I just keep the pages together, right? Feel More Self-Respect, page 66. Become the most lovable version of yourself, darling. And to let go of guilt and shame. These are the three rituals that I think any new beginner should start off with, darling. This is the book that I think people should start off with who are not familiar with this type of work. The Words of Power by Damon Brand is just, if there's, listen, you can thank me later on this. You can thank me later. Anyway, I really hope this video helps someone. Oh, wait, first, no candles, no light, nothing. You don't need any tools. You don't need to have anything but some quiet time. Like maybe when you wake up in the morning, if your home is quiet, child, when you're in the bathroom before you get in the shower. It's so easy. It would probably take about 5 minutes of your time to look at the sigil and say the words, the divine words. It's very easy and quick to do. I am not being paid for this. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys this. This is just me wanting to give back. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where, if like I said in a lot of videos, I have written 10 books. I'm an artist. I have these life-size sculpture dolls. You'll see them on my channel. I'm just a very creative person. And I feel like I want to help other people tap into their creativity and be able to manifest their dreams into this world. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.